Anything else you'd like to choose? Anything else? I like to get to something like 29, for example, as well. I like to get to, so this was 22, something like this, tangent squared equals, or cosine squared equals, or, yep. What about 23? And you can choose the next, please. So 4 cosine squared theta equals 1. Well, where am I? Here. Good. What will be the first step, please? Shave it off, clean it up. How? What do
Divide by 4.
Of course. What will be the next step? Mandatory step.
Square root it.
Absolutely. And please remember, cosine theta is plus or minus 1/2. Two solutions because it's quadratic and cosine. So cosine is plus or minus 1/2. Ah, okay. So cosine is positive 1/2. Theta equals 1/2. Positive here and here, 2 angles. And cosine theta equals negative 1/2. Here and here, 2 more angles. Good. So let's determine them here. Theta equals, theta equals. We need an angle in the first quadrant and one in the fourth. Here, one in the second and one in the third. Which angle has cosine 1/2? Small, middle, or large?
Pi over 3.
Absolutely. The first one is done. So this is the pi over 3 in discussion. And has to have the same cosine. Here's the second one. So this is the first angle that you already gave me. And here's the second angle. The same way, 2 pi minus pi over 3. We just had that. 5 pi over 3. Cosine negative 1/2. So we have the same thing right here. Sorry. It's pi over 3. I showed it as if it's 30 degrees, but it's pi over 3. The reference angle is pi over 3. Okay, good. So this is the reference angle, pi over 3. The same thing here. So this is the first angle, this is the second angle. And the reference angle also has to be pi over 3. How do I find this angle? Pi minus pi over 3. How do I find this angle? Pi plus the reference angle. Can anyone give us those two angles so we can put them in and move on? I need somebody to calculate pi minus pi over 3 and somebody to calculate pi plus pi over 3. Pi minus the reference angle, pi plus the reference angle. What are they? Anyone, please?
2 pi over 3.
Very good. So pi minus pi over 3 is 2 pi over 3. Excellent.
4 pi over 3.
4 pi over 3. So thank you so much. This happened because we were told to present solutions only in one complete rotation. Cosine has what period? What is the period of cosine?
2 pi.
Excellent. If we are not asked to use 0 to 2 pi, but present all possible solutions, here's what we do. I'm going to add it in a different color. Plus 2 pi k. plus 2 pi k plus 2 pi k plus 2 pi k. What is k? K is any integer. It can be 0, it can plus or minus 1, plus or minus 2, ta ta ta. What does this mean? It means that there are infinitely many solutions. Pi over 3 is 1. Then pi over 3 plus 2 pi is the next one. Plus 2 more pi is the next one. Plus 3 more pi is the next one. Or minus 2 pi. Or minus twice 2 pi. Or minus 3 times 2 pi. Infinitely many solutions here. Infinitely many solutions here. Infinitely many solutions here. And infinitely many solutions here. We only wrote 4 solutions because we were asked to use 0 to 2 pi. But if we are asked to present all possible solutions, we will add up and add 2 pi k, 2 pi k, 2 pi k. What if it's tangent? If this is tangent, I can only add pi k, not 2 pi k. If it's cotangent, I only add pi k. Good. Next example. Please choose. Anything, anything you'd like. I like to look at something like these with angles that are not plane theta. Theta over 2, 2 theta, 3 theta over 2, ta 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 ta. That's the second type. And the third type, it's asking here for a general formula for all the solutions, and then list 6 solutions. And the other situation, this is a calculator, and the other situation is when there are more sophisticated problems. So let's choose one from here and then look at sophisticated ones. So this was page 9, I'm on 10. Okay, I will choose 33, unless you want to choose. Cosine 2 theta minus pi over 2 equals negative 1. Not a big deal. So I am told that cosine of something is negative 1. Okay, I'm looking at the unit circle. Where is cosine negative 1? Where is cosine negative 1? Please, anyone? Can anyone give us an answer? Which angle has cosine negative 1? Anyone, please? Cosine is measured on the x-axis. Where is cosine negative 1? I know you know. Where is cosine negative 1, please?
Is it pi?
Thank you. So this has to equal pi, whatever it is. I move pi over 2 to the other side. Pi plus pi over 2 is 3 pi over 2. I divide both sides by 2. That's it. I would also like to look at, yes, anyone, please?
Can you please put the paper back? Yeah, thank you.
So this,
Alright, good, thank you.
so this is the angle right here. So this must be pi. Good. So let's look at something with tangent this time, like 35. In 35, we have tangent theta over 2 plus pi over 3 equals 1. We have not seen anything other than with sine and cosine. But you understand that now we have to state restrictions. The restriction is tangent is sine over cosine. Cosine theta over 2 plus pi over 3 cannot equal 0. So whatever angle I get, I have to make sure that when I put it in here, divide by 2 plus pi over 3, and I apply cosine to it, is not 0. Because if it is 0, I'll have to say no solutions. Tangent cannot be undefined. It is undefined when its cosine of this angle is 0, right? So now we want tangent to be 1. Back to the unit circle. Tangent is positive here and here. What are the possibilities then for this angle? This angle can be two different things. One angle in the first quadrant and one angle in the third quadrant. Can anyone give us those two angles for tangent of those angles to be 1? Which angles?
Pi over 4.
Of course. And the opposite. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exactly. Thank you very much. So theta over 2 plus pi over 3 has to be pi over 4, or theta over 2 plus pi over 3 can be 5 pi over 4. Exactly. And now this is linear piece of cake. I only have to solve for theta. And it's done. So theta over 2 equals pi over 4 minus pi over 3. The least common denominator is 12. So 3 minus 4 is negative pi. And multiply both sides by 2. Theta equals negative pi over 6. The second equation is theta over 2 plus pi over 3 equals 5 pi over 4. Theta over 2 equals 5 pi over 4 minus pi over 3. Again, the least common denominator is 12. I need here 15 pi minus 4 pi. And this is 11 pi. So theta over 2, 11 pi over 12. And I multiply both sides by 2. So theta is 11 pi divided by 6. And that's the second possibility. Okay, so let's choose, we're going to start reviewing on Monday with this. So, but I would like to have at least one example from the so-called more sophisticated ones. So can anyone choose for us from the more sophisticated ones? If not, I will choose. Any questions on the previous problem? Don't let me move on if you have questions, please.
I have a question.
Yes, please. Sorry. Yes.
So how did you know it was pi over 4? I still don't have that one a little bit clear.
Yes, because tangent is 1 only if sine and cosine are the same number. And there is only one angle that is the easiest one, the middle one, from the table. So you have to dream this table. This is the only angle in which sine and cosine are the same, so then therefore tangent is 1.
Oh, I see it now.
Yes. So everything goes back to those three numbers. Perfect. Everything else okay?
Yes.
Perfect. Yes. Very good question. Okay, so allow me to choose then. If you don't want to choose, I will choose, let's say, I don't know what to choose. Yeah, let's say 62. Okay, so 2 cosine squared theta plus cosine theta minus 1 equals 0. Okay. What do you think we have to do first? Here's your hint, of course. What am I referring to? What am I asking you to do? When I put those parentheses like that, what am I asking you to do? I'm asking you to
Are we trying to factor?
Of course. Thank you very much. Yes, exactly. As if you have x squared and x. Exactly. How do we factor this?
Do you make cosine theta equal x, so it'd be like,
If you want to, it's the same thing. Yes. It's like 2x squared plus x minus 1. Exactly. As I said, yeah. So how do we factor this? 2 cosine theta. Anyone? Let's check. 2 cosine squared plus 2 cosine minus cosine. Negative 1 times 1, negative 1. Is this step clear to everyone? Yes? No?
Yes.
Okay, so then we have two options. Cosine theta to be 1/2 or cosine theta to be negative 1. From here, cosine theta is 1/2. From here, cosine theta is negative 1. Let's start with the easy one. We already had it. Where is cosine negative 1 on the unit circle? Cosine is, yes. So pi, and if it's asking us to present all solutions, I will write plus 2 pi k. This equation has this solution. Now this one. Cosine theta equals 1/2 means first and fourth, two angles, with cosine right here in the middle, 1/2. So this is one angle, and this is the other angle. So theta equals and theta equals. Can anyone give us an angle in the first quadrant whose cosine is 1/2? Remember the table. What angle has cosine 1/2? Small, middle, or big?
Pi over 3.
Exactly. Plus 2 pi k. And now the other one, remember, if this one is pi over 3, this one has to be pi over 3. It has to be the same reference angle. And this is 2 pi. 2 pi minus pi over 3. 2 pi minus pi over 3 will give us the other angle. How much is 2 pi minus pi over 3? So this was the reference angle, pi over 3. This has to be the same reference angle, pi over 3. 2 pi minus pi over 3.
5 pi over 3.
That's it. And if it's asking us to present all solutions, this equation has these infinitely many solutions. This equation has these infinitely many solutions. If we're not asked to determine everything, but just in one complete rotation, I will say this equation has solution pi over 3 and 5 pi over 3. This equation has solution pi. But if I'm asked to present all possible solutions, I have to use 2 pi because the period of cosine is 2 pi. If this were tangent, I would have used only pi. If I had sine, I would have had to use 2 pi as well. Everything has 2 pi except tangent and cotangent. Period 2 pi except tangent and cotangent. Any questions?